Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sunday Night Baseball here on Platinum Sports. I am your main play-by-play commentator, Jana Soul, and it looks like I'm the only one in the booth tonight, so will certainly be interesting. But why don't we start off the night by taking a look at the playoff picture heading into Game 15 for the league. Now, again, should specify, on the left, we're looking at the Oceanside Conference, and on the right, we are looking at the Hillcrest Conference. So, not much has changed as of late. The positions are still pretty solid across the board. However, we have been noticing towards the bottom there has been some interesting activity here, particularly with the Eggs, who are on a 3-game win streak and are still statistically viable to make it into the playoffs. Now, this requires the Monsters to lose all of their remaining games, the Eggs to win all of their remaining games, and the Monkeys to not win enough to take the place before them. So, the Monkeys will need to lose at least one of their next games. The Eggs will need to win all of their games, and the Monsters will need to lose all of their games to get a spot for the Eggs in the postseason. The Knights, however, are the first team to be statistically eliminated from playoff contention. At 2-12, there's not much they can really do from this point forward to make it in. They're 5 games back, and there are only 4 games to play, so they're out of it. That means it is our first team in PBA history to be eliminated from playoff contention. That unfortunate honor goes to the 2-12 Knights. The Rookies, though, are kind of in a death spiral right now. They're 3 games back on the Muscles, who have been struggling a little bit too. Now, the thing is, the Rookies as of late have been on kind of a losing bender here. They lost to the Wilds 2 games ago, and last game lost to the Monsters, both by almost 10 runs. Before that, we're looking at 3 games ago, was a shutout loss at home, 2-0. Before that, we had them losing 13-4 at home. And their last win was against the Eggs 5 games ago. They have not been doing well. Because, yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're on a 4-game losing streak right now, and that certainly is not helping them make it to postseason. They were at least close for a good part of this so far, but that's really starting to change. They're now 3 games back and 4 games left, so they really need to lock in here if they want a chance at the postseason. Again, Fireballs and Wilds are the only 2 teams to have clinched out of these. The Flowers are 1 game off from doing so. They're 1 win or a Monkeys loss from making it into the postseason guaranteed. So, again, Flowers, pretty safe right now. Monarchs, they're a little bit behind, but overall, they should be pretty safe. Again, 8-6, looking pretty alright tonight. And especially since the Monarchs are going up against the Eggs, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd feel safe against the Eggs right now. Again, they're on a 3-game win streak, but they also don't have any talent. And well, okay, that's a lie. They have the Yoshis. The Yoshis are competent, but they aren't that good. It is Cruiser Night, so shrug, I guess. Anything could happen. It is anyone's game. That stage is weird. Otherwise, the Monkeys are looking to get a win tonight against the Knights as the first game of the docket. The Muscles are looking to take a win, and hopefully second from the Monarchs, and they're up against the Monsters at home. So, again, home field disadvantage for the Muscles has been pretty bad. Let's see how that carries forward. Monarchs Eggs is in the third slot, like I've mentioned. Down in the fourth slot of the day, we've got the two best teams in the league going up against each other. Only one will make it to 12-3 after tonight. Fireballs and Wilds are in that fourth slot. And rounding out the night, we've got Flowers Rookies on the Playroom. So definitely going to be an interesting set of games for the night. And again, this playoff picture here, if you are in the top 3 in your division, you are still feeling pretty comfortable. Those who aren't in a playoff seat right now are still 3 or more games back. So it's a pretty comfortable position to be playing from, because you won't have that 3-game swing in just one night. So, again, pretty solid position here. All in all, let's go ahead and get to our first matchup of the night. As I mentioned earlier, we're looking at Monkeys and Knights. Now, it should kind of go without saying here that the Knights aren't really looking to win anymore. The Knights are trying to secure their bid for Super Tank Bowl at the end of the season, and wanting that top draft pick for next year. Now, again, at this point, if you're 2-12, I entirely understand the desire to just kind of say, screw it, I'm not gonna bother. So, the Knights out here on the Mansion have had a notoriously bad record this season. They have struggled to win at home. They've been shut out 3 times at home. And, I mean, their last one on Mansion, they almost won. But they would have won it 1-0. So, again, the Knights not good at home, like, notoriously bad at home. The Monkeys struggling, but they're still looking up. They could still have a chance to make it in. Why don't we go ahead and take us down to the field in just a short minute for game number 1 of the night. We will be looking at Monkeys Knights. Let's take us down onto the grounds. Here we are! Welcome to the Mansion. The Knights notoriously have had trouble here at home. Let's see if things will change tonight. Monkeys are up first. King Boo, one of the big dingers for the Monkeys so far this season. That one's going to be brought down by Blooper out there in right field. Kiryu! Now, the Mii core here for the Monkeys have been hit or miss. Mostly on the miss side of things, but Steve has been fairly alright most of the season. It's where Kiryu and El Presidente come in that it becomes a problem. Both of these players have had a notorious problem with hitting into double plays. And it looks like that's not going to happen for at least their first base appearance, or first plate appearance so far this evening. We've got 2 runners on base here for Tiny Kong. That would be El Presidente on first and Kiryu on second. And with a big shot out to right that goes foul, definitely would have had the distance to clear the fence. We're going to see if Tiny Kong can do that this time in play. And it doesn't look like she will. No, she is charging it up the gap. That's gonna load the bases here. So 3 hits on 3 consecutive hits on 3 plate appearances here for the Monkeys. Pretty solid, aside from a early out 1 here. Hearing Kazuma Kiryu, Steve from Minecraft, and the president from Pikmin 2 in the same sentence. It's one of those things that only happens in Mario Sluggers. Yeah! Arguably only in the PBA! Arguably it doesn't even happen anywhere else. There's a double play here, hit into by Montgomery Mole, and that's gonna wipe them clean. The Monkeys unable to score on a pretty solid first inning hit-wise, but just unable to deliver. Luigi up first for the Knights, and that's gonna be a quick out there, so it's hit 2. Green Shy Guy on short. Blooper. And that's gonna be a slap up to left, brought down by Steve. Quick second out for the Knights. Now, King Boo out there on the plate has been pretty alright so far as a pitcher this season. He hasn't been the best on the team, but he has not been the worst. Overall, I think maybe the move of putting him on the mound has been overall good for the Monkeys this season. It's going to be a ground ball fielded by, or a hit to left fielded by Steve, and a base hit for Red Match. So here comes Boo. They've got runners on first and second, 2 outs. And that's going to make it up the gap. They're going to load. Scott Wozniak looking at the chance to break open scoring here for the Knights in the bottom of the first. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Scott Wozniak with a hit, bobbled by Tiny Kong. That's going to bring the first one home. It's going to bring the second one home. Scott Wozniak with a 2 RBI single. And a big error there from... Tiny Kong on second. It's going to open up the scoring for the Knights, and it's 2-0 at the bottom of the first. Very early scoring for them. Now, they were able to hold on to a lead quite often, or they were able to hold on to a lead last time on the Mansion, so we'll see how well this works, but then again, that was only a 1-run lead. Yellow Pianta takes a strikeout, not wanting to swing, and that will end the inning for the Knights. King Boo with a K. To be fair, it's a very loaded test run for the Monkeys, because if they win, they only beat the Knights, but if they lose, they lost to the Knights. That's true. It's a, you should win this game, you don't get accolades for winning this game, but if you lose this game, you will live in infamy as one of the few teams to lose to the Knights. And that is out on first there for Green Shy Guy. Here's Steve. 1-1 count. And that's going to be handled by Green Koopa. Diddy Kong, top of the second, 2 outs. Down by 2 against the Knights. And 2 big dingers upcoming. So, this could be good for the Monkeys. With Diddy on base here, Funky Kong could send one over, tie the game. If he can manage to swing for the fences, this could be good for the Monkeys. And they will not! Brought down by Blooper in right. Holding the Monkeys scoreless after 2. The Knights back up to the plate. King Boo's a very strong pitcher, but Mansion is a stadium that'll eat you alive if you can't break the sound barrier with your hits. Yeah, like that's what I've noticed. Mansion has been like one of the lowest scoring stadiums, period. Diddy with a big pitch there on a strong curveball. And that's gonna be brought down by Tiny Kong. Quick out 1 there. second largest stadium in the game right after Peach's Ice Garden. Yeah, I did notice that. The Ice Garden is going to be an incredible final incredible stage for our championship match. We have made sure to do that because it is incredibly funny. And the AI does not know how to use the stage effectively, but we will play 9s on it. It will be worth it. It's called the Frozen Finale for a reason, baby. Luigi with a base hit. Blooper, 2 outs. Up by 2, bottom of the second. Luigi on first. And that's a ground ball to third that's going to catch Luigi out on second. The Knights unable to add to their score, but holding a 2-0 lead still against the Monkeys. King Boo back at the top of the rotation here for the Monkeys. One of the other big dingers on this team. That's a base hit for him. In the league you're involved in, a home run has been hit there exactly once across the 1 1/4 seasons you've done. In the Ice Palace? Or the Ice Garden? Sorry. That is a solid double from Kiryu. It's hit by Baby DK in the Ice Garden? Insane. Baby DK Digger goes hard. El Presidente. They're gonna catch him out at first, and King Boo deciding not to run home. Pushing back Kiryu. Tiny Kong. A tying run there on second. And that's gonna be out 2. And runners choose not to advance here as well. Montgomery Mole. 2 runners on. 2 outs. And that's a deep bomb to left center. Brought down by Luigi. And none will score. Boo giving up 6 hits in 3 innings. One of his stronger performances so far this season at the mound. As he holds the Monkeys scoreless after 3. Green Koopa with a shot up center. And it's gonna make it fair. King Boo grabbing that. Red Madge. That one's gonna be brought down by Green Shy Guy at a quick double play. Is going to wipe the bases clear. Bottom of the third, 2 outs. Boo with the slap 2 shallow center. Gonna take a base hit. Scott Wozniak, who was able to bat in those 2 runs earlier, is not going to be able to escape the glove of Tiny Kong. And after 3, the score is still 2-0. The Knights on top. Green Shy Guy at the plate for the Monkeys. Boo, who's been out there a pretty long time so far, at least for his averages. He's definitely played much longer than he normally does in a game. Impressive 3 1/3 innings so far. Steve. And that is going to be hit number 7 for the Monkeys tonight. And just as I say that, it looks like Boo's starting to get tired. I knew it couldn't last forever. He managed to make it 3 1/3 so far. It's pretty solid of a performance from him tonight. Especially someone who we don't expect to always be starting pitcher for this team. Brought down by Red Madge. It's going to be out number 2. Steve on first. Here's Funky at the plate. Could be looking to tie the game up with a deep dinger. Can he do it? He's charging. No, bad contact. That's going to be thrown out at first. Ooh, 4 innings, 4 innings now. 7 hits. Still a good performance all around. The Monkeys held scoreless after 4. Yellow Pianta of the Knights ready to take another swing at things with Pizza on deck. Yellow Pianta. It's going up that gap there in center field. A base hit for him after taking a strikeout his first base appearance. Who is such a mean pitcher to play against because he can just kill your batting contact on the spot if he feels like it. Yeah, like, it's a surprisingly, like, good play. His stamina isn't the best, but he's, like, a decent pitching option. And, again, I think the biggest problem that he has is his endurance. Like, he can't stay out there for a long stretch of the game, but he's a good pitcher. That's going to be a 1-run score, a big RBI double for Baby Daisy. And the Knights extend their lead over the Monkeys. It is now 3-1. It is now 3-0. Knights. Impressive showing here for the Knights. They are actually putting points on the board outside of the first inning, which is not common for them. Luigi, third time at the plate. Looks like he's going. He will not make it to first. And that'll be a double play. And Steve takes the mound. Blooper. Unsuccessful so far tonight. Let's see what happens here. Standing for strike 2. There's Pizza on third. Swinging strikeout. Steve, with his first pitching performance of the night, will net a K. Solid performance out there for him. Big weakness of the Monkeys' defense is that King Boo gets put in the outfield, which kills all outfield chem and puts a slow runner. Yup. It's not good. It's not good for him out there. Kiryu! Third time. Is 2 for 2 already tonight, so pretty solid performance so far. Scott unable to get that on a dive. And that's gonna get Kiryu a base. El Presidente! El Presidente, known for his double plays, has not hit into one tonight, so we'll see if that's gonna change. It looks like it will! Commentator's curse will bring on the double play. The Monkeys cannot score. It is 5 innings straight with zeros on the board for them. The Knights back at the plate already, up 3. Bottom of the 5th. That one's gonna make it past Green Shy Guy for a base hit for Green Koopa. And with Red Madge here at the plate, strike 1. Swinging, strike 2. Steve could be looking for another K tonight. He won't get it. To be fielded by Diddy Kong, and they're gonna catch Green Koopa on the run. A base hit still for Red Madge. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. That's a diving catch from Green Shy Guy, and that double play will wrap the inning for the Knights. So the Monkeys start to tighten down a little bit more in the infield. Score is 3-0 heading into the 6th. The Monkeys on the ropes here. Boo has pitched 5 innings this game. Very solid performance. It's probably helped out the Knights a little bit, not having to swap out anyone for their pitcher. Owen's going to make it up the gap. And despite notoriously slow outfield, the Knights have been playing incredibly well out there. Again, that Magic Koopa... Oh, it's a quick double play hit into the glove of Scott Wozniak. Monty Mole not doing great out there tonight. He is 0 for 3 now at the plate. And Green Shy Guy bobbled by Red Badge just standing there, staring at the ball. What is it with the Knights? They've done this like 3 times now, where they just forget how to play baseball for some reason. I don't understand it. They keep doing it. Make sure I get a clip of that. And Scott Wozniak here at the plate. Third time around. Did not have a successful second plate appearance, but brought home 2 runs early. That one is going up, unable to make it over the wall, brought down by King Boo. It's the bottom of the 6th, and they're up 3, the Knights. In a pretty comfortable position here, but they can't let that go to waste if they want to net a 3rd win this season. Wow, this would be their 3rd win. Working theory is because an infielder bobbled the ball, a game refuses to give control back to an outfielder? Huh. Well, that doesn't explain what the hell happened to the Knights just last game, where they also they had an outfielder get burned, and then they just didn't know how else to play the game. They had 3 people crowd around the ball and not close enough to pick it up. It was very weird. All 3 outfielders surround it and not pick it up. I don't understand what was up with that. Diddy Kong! Elevated into shallow center. It'll be a base hit for him. The Knights need to hold off the Monkeys here for 1 more inning. Can they do it? There's only 3 outs to a win. Funky's been unsuccessful so far tonight, swinging strike 2. He's gonna try and go for it. And Blooper does not make an effort. That could cost him. Got runners on corners now for Funky with his first hit of the night on his 3rd appearance. King Boo! A home run from here would tie the game, and it looks like the Knights aren't going to take a chance on that and put Luigi to help try and close out the game. Taking care of these final 3. Hopefully Luigi will be able to close this out for the Knights, net them a win. That's elevated up and over to the wall. 1 run scores. We've got on corners once again. So yeah, we've got a fresh Luigi out there. Let's see if this is gonna help the Knights out here. Fresh Luigi on the mound. Kiryu, big out, big double play, and we're that much closer to the end of the game. The Monkeys, still down 2, can win it here, but it's not gonna be easy. They've got a runner on 3rd they need to bring home, and El Presidente would be the tying run. That's gonna make it up the gap. They're gonna bring one home. Tying run now on 3rd. With a successful base hit from El Presidente right up the gap. Tiny Kong has the chance to take the lead here with something deep. Or at least bring El Presidente closer. 2 balls pitched by Luigi, trying to catch Tiny swinging on the outside. And that she will not do. A base hit for Tiny. Are the Knights gonna blow this game in the 7th? It's not over yet. Montgomery. 0 for 3 tonight. A big swing that's gonna make it past Scott Wozniak. They're gonna load the bases. They've got bases loaded here. 2 outs, top of the 7th. The Monkeys down 1. Only need a base hit to score. And that won't happen! Scott closes the game out! A solid catch is going to let the Knights hang on with a very close 3-2 victory over the Monkeys. Wow! So the Knights, so the Eggs aren't the only team that can win from being the bottom of the league. So, I mean, here we are, the Knights now with their third win this season. Let's take you back to the studio real quick to discuss. So, the Knights spoiler game, huh? They're playing spoiler out here tonight. They are the only team that cannot make it to the playoffs. And it seems like the moment they've been taken out of the playoff race, they decide, you know what, we're gonna win. Very interesting strategy. I don't know why now is the time they decided to lock in and get a win here, but you know, they have they have 3 wins now this season against the Muscles, the Rookies, and the Monkeys. Only one of those teams are in a playoff spot, and that is the Muscles, which they won in Game 1 of the season. Yes, believe it or not, the Knights started 1-0. This had to be just a fumble, a generational fumble for the Monkeys tonight. I don't know, man. I can't explain what happened tonight. This team is bizarre. I don't know how this happened, but we have a Knights win, I guess. We have a Knights win, and that's kind of history in the making in and of itself. 0 foresight on King Boo replacing Diddy Kong in the outfield. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this hasn't been that much of a problem for the Monkeys this season, believe it or not. But you know, here we are, I guess. Again, I don't even know how to describe this. This is bizarre. How I don't know if I should feel proud for the Knights or disappointed in the Monkeys here, because like, congrats Knights, you won a 3rd game. It doesn't matter, but you did it. You're now 3-12. Cool, but the Monkeys are just slowly pissing away their chances to make it to postseason, and it's kind of upsetting because again, this is a team that I feel they have the capability to do it, and they just aren't getting anywhere. Like they've just stalled in the back stretch of the season. They started out all right, and they just have not been able to do anything from there. And I don't know, that's just kind of disappointing to me. Like I think they could do so much better, and they just don't. And it's like, really? Come on. Come on! But yeah, next up, we'll be looking at... what is our next game? We're looking at Monsters Muscles up next. The big thing that caught the Monkeys that game was stadium choice of mansion. Well, yeah, I mean, you're playing the Knights at home. That's... I mean, usually it's bad for the Knights, because the Knights don't do well on mansion either. But, like... really? Really? I don't know, man. Join us in just a few, though. We'll be looking at Monsters Muscles. Both these teams are playoffs, but when everyone does bad, no one does. True. Need I remind you, one of the top teams in the league, the Fireballs, only scored 2 on Mansion, but they beat the Knights in a shutout. So, you know, again, the Knights are the team that has 3 shutout losses at home. This could not, like, be any better of a situation for the Monkeys to walk into, and they still lost it. We'll be back in a few. More baseball on the way. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sunday Night Baseball here on Platinum Sports. I am your main play-by-play commentator, Jenna, and we're looking at Game 2 of the night, Monsters versus Muscles. Now, both these two teams are playoff teams. They are at the bottom of the playoff bracket for both of their conferences. The Muscles 7-7, and the Monsters are 8-6 right now. Overall, Muscles have been having a bit of a rough streak. The Monsters started off rough and have refined themselves since, but generally, it's been looking up for the Monsters, and the Muscles are starting to rebound here. Again, that middle spot in the conference has gotten both of them to they're looking towards the postseason right now. If we go ahead and take a quick check back at our playoff picture here that we started the night off with, Muscles and Monarchs are on that third playoff spot right now. A loss for either team would put them in jeopardy to either the Rookies or the Monkeys, or the Eggs even, for the Monsters out there. Yeah, believe it or not, the Eggs are still in the running. They could make it to the postseason. It would require the Monsters to lose the rest of their games and the Eggs to win the rest of their games, but they could make it. Again, very weird scenario that the Hillcrest Conference is in. In Oceanside, it's a little bit more stable. The Rookies have been on a really, really deep decline. They're on a 3-game losing streak. The Eggs are on a 3-game winning streak. And the Monkeys are also losing now. So, I don't know. I think if anything's going to change, I expect to see the Eggs start to rise in the roster, or in the rankings here, and the Monsters may be in jeopardy if they can't start locking in here. Which puts us to our upcoming game here, which is Monsters Muscles, as I just mentioned. Again, both these teams currently in playoff position, and are looking to stay safe. Both of them been a little bit rough as of late. Both teams with some really weird losses. But again, anything can happen. So, why, I don't know. I feel like I want to say the Muscles have a better chance here. But I'm not entirely sure about that. Like, the Monsters have been really good, and the Monsters have been really good at just hitting things. Their hitting core has developed quite a bit. It feels like they've gotten so much better this season. And the Muscles have a serious home field disadvantage problem. Like, again, it's a weird problem how many teams in this league are worse at home than they are on the road. Don't know how it keeps happening, but it just keeps happening. And again, the Muscles are one of those teams that has just struggled when they play at home. So, I mean, I guess we'll find out here shortly. In fact, actually, let's take it down to Wario City now and see how the Muscles can do against the Monsters. So, up first, we've got our big man, Bowser. And a quick line drive down. That third baseline is brought in by Blue Pianta. And quick outs recorded. So the Monsters here start their lineup with a bang. The two big hitters of the team are up first. Both of them with quick outs here against the Muscles. The infield's been holding them. So here comes Red Shy Guy. That one's going to make it to Toadsworth in left field, bringing it down for a quick 3 up, 3 down. Monsters with their top of the lineup unable to deliver early in the game. Netting 0 after 1. Now, the interesting thing about the muscles is that they have a strong middle, but very, very weird end of their lineup. Like, again, there's a lot of potential, and their lineup is, like, chemistry-wise, pretty solid. But whether or not they deliver is just an any given day sort of thing. Because you'd expect them to be a lot better. And yet they struggle quite a lot sometimes. And I could not tell you exactly why that is the case. And Waluigi wants to charge like that, it's generally not a good sign. We'll see. They're also dealing with the issue of pre-charge going up against Bowser, so this could be a very low-scoring game if the muscles are able to hold off Bowser and Hammer Bro longer. That pre-charge is just gonna kill any hitting potential here for the muscles, which could be a big problem as the game goes on. Wario with 2 star pitches back to back, and that looks like it's gonna be the first base hit of the game here. Blue Madge. It's gonna be the first to take a base in this game. Well, in this game for the monsters at least. 2 quick outs on a double play there from Red Paratroopa. We'll be looking at Dry Bones. It's going to take a hit up the gap. And a base. Doc Lewis. Hasn't been too great at the plate this season. However, Doc Lewis has been pretty impressive on defense. It seems to be a trend with some of the worst playing Miis at the plate is that they do tend to still be good on defense. So, at the very least, they are somewhat solid additions to the roster in the regards that they help lock up they help solidify the fort. Most of them, I've seen them be put in the infield, and it seems to work pretty well. The dives from me seems to be pretty good. Some of them are in the outfield, notably on the muscles we've had Muffin, and on the monkeys we've had Steve, who are big outfield players. We've also had on the Monarchs Cal Raleigh, who is another big outfielder in this league. And that's going to be a quick double play. Goomba, unable to deliver. Red Koopa. Guaranteed strike 1 here, pitched from Bowser. That one's going to make it up to left. Go invisible. That arrow. Bringing it to deep center. Koopa going to stop at second. Looks like it. It's a double. Angry Mario. Here he comes. Looking ready to go. He's got that chemistry with Red Koopa, but that won't matter. Diving catch from Dry Bones there will help close that out. No one will score once again. We're still at zeros after 2. But Bowser, Hammer Bro coming up pretty quickly here for the monsters, so that may not last. Depends on if Wario can help put them out again. That's just not going to happen. Quick ground ball thrown out at first on a hit from Paragoomba. Green Paratroopa with a deep shot. That's over the wall. That would be a home run. But Toad brings it down. A great buddy jump there between Muffin and Purple Toad will help keep the game scoreless. Benefits of that big chemistry back there. Bowser. And that's a deep bomb to left. Can they get there in time? Yes, they can! Toadsworth with a big grab to bring it down. And the monsters are kept scoreless. Some great plays there in the outfield for those last two. Very good job across the board. Toadsworth for making that big catch. He at the plate here, looking to open up the scoring for the Muscles. That's going to go up the gap. That dive from Doc Lewis, unable to take care of that. Blue Pianta. Now, much to the dismay of the Muscles GM, Blue Pianta has not been much of a dinger this season. Preferring to go the slugging route, despite the fact that he cannot run very well at all. Now got runners on first and second here for Purple Toad. So we hit up the gap, and that will bring bases loaded here for Muffin. A home run here would mean he's hit more home runs this season than Shohei Ohtani of the Monarchs. And that's going to be lifted up, brought down by a Paragoomba. Little bit of scrambling going on. Waluigi with bases loaded. Scores at zeros, 1 out. And that's a poor contact hit. A quick double play, and no runs will score. From bases loaded to cleared in 1 play. Score is still zeros after 3. Hammerbro with a chip shot up to right field, brought down by Muffin. Red Shy Guy. It's not quite gonna be caught by Purple Toad there in center. And a base hit for the Monsters. Blue Madge was the first to get a base hit on the Monsters tonight. So he's looking for a second. And that he will get. They're gonna catch Red Shy Guy on the run there. A little bit too slow to make it to second. Red Para, dive and catch from Red Koopa will shut him down. And the Monsters go scoreless after 4. Big 0-0 game here tonight. No team willing to give up anything in this defensive struggle. Here's Wario. Guaranteed strike 1. Bowser, another. Does he just want to get Wario out here before he can do anything? No, he's not going to start pitch a third. Wario with a deep bomb that's only going to make it to the warning track here. Brought down by Red Paratroopa. Boomba! A laser coming down inside strike 1. Snagged by Doc Lewis. That hit from Goomba, resulting in out 2 so far. Red Koopa. And that's up the gap. Base hit for the Muscles. Angry Mario 2 outs, bottom of the 4th, score is still at zeros. Guaranteed strike 1. Now, does Bowser just want to get out of this inning? Doesn't look like it. As here comes Angry Mario with a second base hit. Toadsworth. Charging. Toads with a slap, brought down by Doc Lewis. So after 4, we are still scoreless here on Wario City. Ray Drybones up to play for the Monsters. It's going to be a base hit up the gap. Wario giving up 5 hits this game after 4 innings. Pretty solid number, but no runs have been converted, so again, can't be too disappointed. That's another one up the gap. Doc Lewis, a second with his first base hit tonight, and a second base hit this inning. 2 consecutive batters on base here for the Monsters. Wario pulling out that deceptive double pitch here. Gonna take strike 2. And that's gonna be a quick double play. No, almost more. Hoping for a triple, did not get it. But a solid double play nonetheless. Toadsworth cannot get under it in time. It'll be a base hit for Green Para. Here comes Bowser. He is definitely looking a little upset out there after being denied twice tonight. Can he get it this time? That's going foul left. He really wants it. He has not hit a dinger tonight. There it goes! I think he's got it. Does he? He does! It's right over 3 runs for the Monsters, and the scoreless tie has been broken. Look at the height on that thing. There is no chance it sails right over their heads. Bowser showing up finally. Right when his team needs him to. And the Monsters are up 3-0 in the top of the 5th. Hammer Bro going foul, but a deep shot. 2 outs. He's wanted it. Hammer Bro also wants one. Swinging. Strike 2. Hammer Bro up the gap. And that arrow's gonna take it out to right. Hammer Bro taking a double. First time making it to base. And Wario is going to swap off for Waluigi here. Get that fresh arm out there. And that's going to make it up. Hammer Bro is going to make it home to score. It's now 4-0. And just like that, the scoring has been opened. The Monsters, from 4 innings of zeros, put up 4 to follow. And that'll be a base hit there. Red Para. And they're gonna be out at first. Down by 4. The Muscles. 3 innings to recover. And that's not going to help them. Quick out at first there. 4. Lupianta. Purple Toad. That's gonna make it down and be a base hit. Muffin. Unsuccessful so far tonight. That's gonna be blasted to right field. And that's gonna put Purple Toad on third. We've got runners on corners here for Waluigi. He's trying to send it deep. Don't think he's got it. He does not. Paragoomba bringing it down. Purple Toad gonna make a run for it, though. Take 1 home on a sack. And now here comes Wario. Down by 3. Bottom of the 5th. 2 outs already to the Muscles' name. Can he do something here? Not with that. To be brought down by Dry Bones. Speaking of which, he's next up at the plate. Followed by Doc Lewis and Paragoomba. And that will be his 3rd base hit of the night. He is 3 for 3. Making it 2 first. And that will be another base hit. Doc Lewis. Another successful base hit. Paragoomba. Brought down for a quick out. They're going for 3. They got 3. A big triple play. Off of a Paragoomba hit. And that will be just what the Muscles need to hold off the monsters. 2 innings for them to bring it back. And they do so. Here comes Goomba. It's been unsuccessful so far tonight. See if the change. They do not change. Stumbling over my own words here. Red Koopa. Red Koopa's going for a charge. Bowser is yet to net a K tonight. I think he wants one. That one's going up the gap to be brought down by Paragoomba. Angry Mario, 2 outs. A tired Bowser there on the mound. There's only so much he can do pitching for this team. But he seems like he's doing a great job out there. 9 hits in 6 innings. Only 1 run given. We're heading into the 7th. Monsters up by 3. Could be looking to expand it with their 2 big dingers on deck ready to go. First, Green Paratroopa. Down that third baseline, caught by Blue Pianta. Bowser hit a home run earlier. Could be looking for another one. And there it goes. Deep to center right, and it's over. He's got his 2nd tonight, and the lead is back to 4. All 4 runs for the monsters. Well, no. Oops. Correction. 4 of the 5 runs scored by the monsters have been scored by Bowser. He's had a solid night tonight. Things are looking good for him. Fairly consistently hitting dingers, and that one's going to be a Hammer Bro dinger, it looks like. Yes, it will. Hammer Bro with a home run, too. Leads now 5. And it's time for Toadsworth. Will now take the mound to replace. Hammer Bro Dinger featuring manhole cover. Yep. These manholes have just been a bit brutal tonight for the Muscles. Both those home runs were kind of assisted by it. Base hit for Red Shy Guy. And it looks like we've got a defensive collapse basically here for the Muscles. Unable to hold anything at bay here. Top of the 7th. Gonna really need to step up on offense if they want to bring this game back. These manholes have been brutal so far. Got runners on corners here for Red Paratroopa. Still only 2 outs to close the inning. Toadsworth serving up a couple meatballs in the strike zone. Here comes a 3rd, and that's going to be a quick double play. They're going to stop the monsters from tacking on anymore. So here they come. The Muscles. Can they make a comeback? Bottom of the 7th. Toadsworth up. They need 5 to tie. Toadsworth with a shot up the gap. And a base hit. Bowser's still tired up there. How much longer can he pitch? Blue Pianta charging, looking to go deep. Blue Pianta, that's going to touch down. And be a base hit for the Muscles. Got 2 on base here. Here comes Purple Toad and Bowser deciding to bow out in favor of Magikoopa. to help close the game. That's gonna be caught. A quick double play. And the Muscles' chance just evaporating before their eyes. They've got 2 outs. Muffin. The shot up deep, and that's gonna be caught by Paragoomba. The game ends 6-1. The Monsters taking a commanding win off of a game that did not start. It started as a defensive struggle for both of these teams. Monsters coming out on top. Let's take it back to the studio for analysis. Well, yeah, there we are. Another interesting game, I'd have to say, for the Monsters. The Muscles, once again, proving home field disadvantage is a thing. It keeps happening. It's a hell of a shock. But again, the Muscles just having so much of a hard time here on this. Overall, been a very, very weird season for the Muscles. They've been up and down all the time. And, I mean, I don't feel like I should be too surprised to see again, a Muscles loss at home, but they usually don't lose like this. It's a little bit closer most of the time. It's a very, very weird game. But if we want to see weird games, let's see if the Eggs can continue on their win streak. Up next, we're looking at Monarchs v. Eggs. They're at home on the Cruiser. Let's see if the Eggs can extend it to 4 consecutive wins. We will be back in just a few. welcome back, one and all, to Platinum Baseball Association, Game 15 of the regular season. I am your play-by-play commentator, Jana Soul, and we're bringing you our third game of the night, Monarchs versus Eggs. Now, do we need to establish this game? The Eggs are on a 3-win streak, but they're also the second worst team in the league. The Monarchs are in the playoff position right now. Again, if we take a look back at our playoff picture, again, this hasn't been updated for the 2 games that have been played so far tonight, but the Monarchs are pretty stably up there in the playoff picture. The Eggs aren't out of it. They're only 4-9-1, but they still have the chance of making it at 8-9-1. Which would be enough to beat the Monsters out. Well, actually, the Monsters did just win, so they would now be 9-6. I think I have not done the math on this yet, but I think the Eggs have statistically just been eliminated with this Monsters win. Which is unfortunate for the Eggs. Now they're playing a spoiler here, up against the Monarchs. So, unfortunately, the playoff window has just closed for the Eggs. Literally within minutes. Literally just minutes ago, that window has closed. But all hope is not lost. The Eggs are still on a 3-game win streak. And making that 4 would still at least feel good for the Eggs, even if they can't make it to the postseason at this rate. So now, if we go ahead and just set this up and let the audience decide who they think may take this game, we're looking at the Monarchs or the Eggs. So the only games that matter for the rest of the season involve, well, not quite. Now, again, if we take a look back at our playoff picture, the only 2 teams that have clinched so far are the Fireballs and the Wilds. The only 2 teams that have been eliminated now with the Eggs are, again, the Knights and the Eggs. So the middle 6 teams can still be shuffled about in any way. So we don't know who could take those second and third spots. So the Rookies and the Monkeys still have a chance to make it in, especially with a Muscles loss tonight. They can still the Rookies can still get in. With a Monsters win. Oh, wait, with a Monsters win and the Monkeys loss. Wait a minute. They're now 9-6. And 5-10. 4 games out. Another window, I think, has been closed. Again, I'll have to check the math on this afterwards. But I think the only team that's still available to get in may be the Rookies. I think the Monkeys may have also been eliminated tonight with the Monsters winning. But, again, I'll have to take a look at that. We will update accordingly in Discord once all the games have been played. Because, again, I'm a one-man operation, and it is very hard for me to keep track of all of this stuff on the fly. So, again, that's why I have these, and they aren't really updated throughout the night. But, on that note, the Rookies still have a chance to make it in. And the Eggs here are playing a spoiler, basically, for the Monarchs. We're going to see if the Eggs are able to take a game away from the second in the Oceanside Conference. In fact, actually, why don't we get started now and see if that can happen. Take you down to the deck of the cruiser. Welcome to Monarchs versus Eggs. So, up first tonight, for the Monarchs, we've got Shohei Ohtani, a two-time World Series champion, who has not been delivering much so far this season for the Monarchs. A very weird contract for him. Don't know if he's going to get re-signed at the end of this. Depends. They could win a Frozen finale, and that could cement him on the team. We'll see. Cal Raleigh gets the first hit of the night for Monarchs, with a deep shot to left. Now we'll see if Baby Peach on the mound is going to continue to do good things for the Eggs. And as we've seen so far, it's been giving up a lot more hits than normal. It's only the first inning, but 2 hits given off the first three appearances. It's not been pretty good. And Baby DK with a deep shot. Looks like it's going over. Not quite, off the wall. Cal Raleigh running home. Could be open up the scoring early, and that he will. Baby DK with a RBI single. Cal Raleigh making it the distance. Sprinting those 2 bases. And the Monarchs are up 1-0. Start early in the game. Peter. Biggest hitter in the league is going to be shut down by Yoshi in center. Here's Peach. It's going to be a diving catch from Goom. Help keep the scoring from going any further. And first up for the Eggs is Baby Peach. And that's going to make it up that left side gap for a base hit. First plate appearance, first pitch already taking a base here. This may be a good sign for the Eggs. They may be able to start scoring. Holding strike 2 for blue here. And that's going to be a quick double play, unfortunately. Getting to that strong right side with Gray Shy Guy. Dark Blue Yoshi. It's going to make it up and over. And looks like a double going into that deep corner there. Could be a triple. Blue Yoshi's going to run for it. Dark Blue Yoshi's going to run for a big triple here on the deck. The ball just keeps rolling. A little bit hard to stop sometimes. Here comes Goom. Seen her swing for the fences. That's not going to happen here. Quick third out. That'll wrap the inning. Fortunately, that triple from Dark Blue Yoshi gonna go nowhere. Scores 1-0 Monarchs, with Gooper Blooper tilting the ship to the right. Yellow Toad. Yellow Toad wants it. Look at him charge. That's going up the middle. Base hit for him. And that's a shot from Red Critter, also up the middle. Base hit for him, too. Goom, expertly fielded. 2 quick outs there on that double play. Ohtani back up. Yellow Toad on third. And that's going to be quickly thrown out at first. Ohtani unable to make it. Score is 1-0 to the top of the second. The Eggs down. Only slightly, though. Still a very close game after 1.5. Poor contact hit. Still going to trickle right up. Red Yoshi. Base hit there. Cyan Yoshi's gonna try and bunt, push Red Yoshi up a little bit. It's gonna... Pal's not gonna work there. Out at first, Cyan Yoshi. Here's Baby Mario. We've got Red Yoshi there on second. That's the tying run so far. And they're gonna hit that out to left, and a quick double play is gonna wrap up the inning. Baby Mario deciding to swing, maybe when they shouldn't have, and cost them. Another scoreless inning for the Eggs. Here comes Cal Raleigh. Second time of the night for the Monarchs. Let's see if they can start to extend their lead here. Baby Peach giving up 5 hits in her first 2 innings. Not great for her so far, and that's going to be hit number 6. Baby Luigi. And that's going to be a quick double play. Baby Peach tired out there on the mound. Doesn't look like she's going to be able to hold on much more than this. Which is going to be a shame for the Eggs. Take out one of their better... one of the better parts of their team being that pitcher, Baby Peach. Purely because of that pre-charge, able to help corral the harder hitters in the league. Here comes Yoshi, first time at the plate tonight. And a diving catch from Gray Shy Guy right up the gap is going to bring him out immediately. Pink Yoshi. Pink Yoshi up that left side, not gonna make it past Shohei. Big throw to first to force out Baby Peach. And that's gonna be a ground ball trickling to Otani. Another routine throw to first. Clear out the Eggs. Here is Peter for the Monarchs. Top of the 4th, 1-0. And that big pre-charge, hopefully gonna help Baby Peach here and the Eggs. Keep Peter from going anywhere. That it will. Ground ball. Toss to first to force out the Piranha. Peach swinging on strike 1. Hasn't been too successful here tonight, but it looks like that'll be her first hit. Yellow Toad. That's a shot to right, fielded by Pink Yoshi, and a base hit. Red Critter. An open hit to left. Very, very much in his wheelhouse. Can he do it? And that's hit to left. Bounces off of Baby Mario and will be 3 runs scored for the Monarchs. Look at that bounce. Just a big error is going to toss it right over the wall. And the Monarchs lead 4-0. Shohei, 2 outs, scores 4-0, top of the 4th, and that is deep, but unfortunately foul. Shohei wanting a second home run this season. And a diving catch from Goon says, you're not even making it to base. And honestly, a really, really great play there from Red Critter. Getting just the perfect bounce off of Baby Mario's noggin for their home run tonight. Very fluke play. What this does for them, they're now up 4-0. It's the bottom of the 4th. The Eggs really need to do something if they want to get on the board. Blue with a shot up the gap. And that'll put her on base. First time tonight. Dark Blue Yoshi, I believe, hit a triple at their first at-bat. Let's see if they can do it again. Doesn't look like it. It's going to be a quick, routine double play. The Eggs, unable to escape that suffocating infield. It's going to be a problem. Goom. That's bobbled by Gray Shy Guy. Be a base hit. Red Yoshi hit a double earlier, I believe. And that's going to make it past Shohei. Our base hit. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. Eggs down 4. Cyan Yoshi looking to make something out of this plate appearance. And that'll go up the gap. We've got 1 running home. We've got 2 running... Nope. We've got 1 running home. Base hit for Cyan Yoshi. And Goom manages to make the run. The Eggs cut the lead to 3. There's still time. And Peach is tired out there. Could be good for the Eggs. With not much else on pitching options here for the Monarchs. It's maybe good for them here. And that's going to be a quick 3rd out, brought down by Gray Shy Guy. Cal Raleigh up to bat at top of the 5th for the Monarchs. They're up by 3 against the Eggs here. Good tongue catch from Cyan Yoshi. Help shut that proposition down immediately. Baby Luigi. Fielded by Cyan Yoshi. It's going to be quickly thrown out at first. Baby DK hit a deep bomb earlier tonight. It's going to make it over the head of Cyan Yoshi. The base hit. Peter, no longer constrained by that pre-charge. See what he does. Peter with a line drive up center. Missed by Baby Peach. We've got runners on 2 and 3 here for Peach. Petey is now able to bat without the sorcery of a child. That is true. It is a true statement. 2 outs here for Peach. And that is not going to be out 3. They're going to score. Now 5-1. Monarchs back up by 4. A little bit of a fielding error there by Pink Yoshi, unable to get under it in time. Runners on corners here for Yellow Toad at 2 outs. And that's going to be fielded by Cyan Yoshi, tossed out at second. 5-1. Bottom of the 5th in the Eggs. Bring it back. That's gonna go up the gap. Lots of ground balls here being hit by the Eggs tonight. Peach still tired. Despite her only pitching 4 innings so far tonight. Up the gap. Pink Yoshi's gonna make it on base 2. Baby Peach. Ouch, that's gonna be quickly thrown out at first. Unable to make it. Bad contact there is gonna shove it down to the ground. Blue, up the gap. Yoshi gonna make a run for it. 1 run scores. Pink Yoshi gonna make a run for it. Can they make it 2? They can. Blue with a 2 RBI double, helping clear the bases. And put the eggs down only 2. And Peach, looks like her time is up at the mound tonight. Here comes Peter to fill in. Peter's not going to be able to pitch much out here. Historically bad stamina. But that's going to be a double play, and it will be enough to wrap up an inning. Peter managing to pitch almost... Yeah, he's tired already. Well, he almost managed to pitch a whole inning. He's almost there. He's got 2 outs. Congrats, Peter. Red Critter up to bat. Red Critter shot up the gap there. And that will be 1 base. 3 for 3 tonight, Red Critter. Solid performance so far against the Eggs. Alright, Shy Guy on the other hand, it's been a little less lucky. Let's see if that changes. That's going fair. They're gonna toss Red Critter out at first. Or at second. Otani. 0 for 3 tonight. 0 for 4 tonight. Quick double play. It's going to send the Monarchs packing. The Eggs still have a chance to make it back. It's not over yet. 2 innings to play, and they're only down 2. Scores 5 to 3, Monarchs, bottom of the 6th. And Peter handing off the handing off the mound to Baby Luigi, and that puts a big man in the backfield. That's crazy. We've got a Big Peter in center field now. Look at him go. He's hustling. Base hit for Goom. Wait, does Baby Luigi also cause pre-charges? Wait, does he really? Oh my god. Insane. Caught by Cal Raleigh. Goom on first. We've got Cyan Yoshi up here to bat. That's gonna make it over the head of Gray Shy Guy. And a base hit. Big Peter, the big fucking gun of a throwing arm. I don't think that's his arm he's using to throw. I think he's just spitting it. Not sure. I haven't watched the animation closely enough. That's going to be brought in by Gray Shy Guy. Invisible ball, not enough to stop him. Yoshi! Runners on 2 and 3 for the captain of the Eggs. That's that tying run there on second. It's gonna make it up the gap. Cyan Yoshi not gonna take a run for it. But that will bring one home. The Eggs, ever closer. They're closing the gaps. Got runners on corners here for Pink Yoshi. Two outs, bottom of the 6th, down by 1. Close game for the Eggs tonight. And that's going to be out 3. They're down 1 heading into the 7th now. It's coming together. The Eggs still have a pretty good chance of winning this game. Let's just hope they can hold it off for one more inning. Here's Cal. Raleigh. Hit right into the glove of Cyan Yoshi. Out 1. Baby Luigi. Not had a good night here at the plate so far. Let's see if this will change anything. It will not. Tongue catch from Blue Yoshi. Cyan Yoshi able to shut that down fairly quickly. Baby DK with 2 outs here. Top of the 7th. Scores 5 to 4. Monarchs up 1. That's going to make it up the gap and a base hit for Baby DK. Here's Peter, unrestrained from the magic of a toddler. What can he do? Does he get a home run tonight? Put the Monarchs up by 3. He will not. Instead, be the third out, the final out of the Monarchs. The Eggs are down 1. They only need 2 to win, 1 to bring it to extras. Baby Peach up here against Baby Luigi. It's gonna be a shot up the gap and a base hit for her. Here's Blue. Down by 1, bottom of the 7th. The Eggs with 1 runner on, no outs. Staring down 2 balls, Blue, not swinging. Gonna swing on that one, fielded by Otani. That's gonna be 2 quick outs and a double play. It's coming in close here. Can the Eggs bring it back? Only down 1. Line drive out to left. Good use of the boo. Cal Raleigh unable to catch it. Could not find it. And that's a double from Blue Yoshi, from Dark Blue Yoshi. Here's Goom. There's that tying run there. Chip shot up to center. Peter can't get under it. We've got runners on corners here for Red Yoshi. Only need a single to hopefully bring home Dark Blue Yoshi and get that tie. Get that tying run home. Could keep him alive in extras, and it will not happen. A diving catch from Gray Shy Guy will shut the game out. The Monarchs hold on for a win. And the Eggs lose their 4th. They lose a game. Could have been a 4-game win streak for the Eggs. Unfortunately, results in a disappointing loss in just the final seconds of the game. Eggs 4, Monarchs 5. Let's take it back to the studio for analysis. Now, a lot closer of a game than we were expecting, to be fair. Well, okay. I should say an Eggs win was definitely going to be close. I'm sure we could have figured that an Eggs win was going to be a close-scoring game. The Monarchs still hold out, get a 5-4 win over the Eggs. Very, very close game. Could have been a game that went to extras, honestly. That dive from Gray Shy Guy probably saved it from extras. We haven't had an extra innings in a long time, actually. It's a vast majority of these games have just been settled in 7, and I'm kind of happy for that, but also I feel like this would have been an interesting game to see in extras. So yeah, the Eggs unable to play spoiler here for the Monarchs. They're going to take a win, and it's going to help them get closer to securing that playoff clinch. We will be back in just a few. Up next, we're looking at the big matchup of the night. The top 2 teams in the league, Fireballs versus Wilds. So, join us in just a few minutes. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Platinum Baseball Association Game 15. I'm your main play-by-play commentator, Jana Soul, and it's time to take a look at our fourth and heavyweight game of the night. Fireballs versus Wilds. Both of these teams are 11-3, been dominant throughout the league. Let's see which of these two will be standing at the end of it all. Honestly, the Wilds did outscore the Fireballs initially by double digit. Well, not by double digits, by double the score. So it's certainly going to be a tough hill for the Fireballs to climb here, but they could probably do it. Especially considering they are on Cruiser tonight. So anything can happen there. Cruiser is notoriously very easy to hit dingers on, and the Wilds infamously have a no-chem backfield. So again, this could be easy dingers for a lot of Fireballs, where they won't have to be reliant on a good couple base hits and multi-score home runs. But it's still going to favor the Wilds quite a lot because they've got a lot of dinger potential throughout there on their roster. It's going to be interesting, I feel. Like, both of these teams, again, they win in different ways. The Fireballs are more of a multi-score home run base hitter type with a tight infield to help shut things down from their opponents. And the Wilds are a lot of solo home runs and a tight infield to shut down their opponents. So, again, it's weird. The two best teams in the league have arguably some of the worst outfields in the league. They just seem to outscore their opponents more than anything else. And you know what? That kind of works. But both of them have a solid shutdown infield. So that tends to work out pretty successfully for both of them. Yes, should be said, the Wilds did put up, I believe, 16 against the Fireballs in their first game this season. Fireballs managed to put up 8 against the Wilds, which is about average for them on a game-to-game basis, but they were unable to contain the Wilds while they were at home. Let's see if taking it to the Cruiser is going to change anything for the Fireballs. So why don't we take you back to the deck as we get started. Game 4 of the night, Fireballs versus Wilds. And here's Matt, first up for Fireballs tonight. And that's gonna be first ball he sees, he takes a swing, and a base hit for him. Super Mario. Captain of the team, but arguably not the face of it. That can likely go to one of the best hitters in the league right now, Firebro, who's been putting up incredible numbers so far this season. A base hit for Mario as well. Red Toad. Already got 2 runners in scoring position here. Both Mario and Matt. Matt on third. No outs. A chip shot. And that's going to put runners on corners here. Matt will open up the scoring early. The mad dash from third. Red Toad getting that run home. Here comes Boomerang Bro. One of the big hitters in this on this team. Let's see. He's gonna get one tonight. Bright and early, a deep shot. It's gonna make it to the warning track, but not over. Unfortunate for him, but Mario is gonna make it home. 2-0 Fireballs early in the first. Green Noki. And that's going to be quickly brought down for a double play. Fireball scoring too early. Let's see how the Wilds retaliate. Wiggler up first to bat. Very interesting hitter for this team. It's going to be brought down quickly by Firebro. Followed by the Critter crew. Green Critter up first. It's going to make it past Boomerang Bro and get them a double. Solid hit to deep center. And Brown Critter looking to tie with a big dinger. Very much a possibility here. Holding out for strike one here. Here's the charge. And it's going up left. And a early run will tie the game for the Wilds. 2-2 early in the game. This is looking like it's just gonna be Dinger City up here. So many runs looking like they're gonna be scored here. Both these teams wholly unprepared for each other to hit a home run, it seems. Blue Critter. Hit goes foul. And that's a deep shot to center. And it's gonna be a third. And the Wilds take an early lead. It's now 3-2. See, this is the part of the lineup that you really, really don't want to deal with on the Wilds. It's Brown Critter, Blue Critter, and Donkey Kong. Those three back-to-back are big, big hitters. And they're basically the best hitters in the league, all right back-to-back-to-back. It's crazy. Again, the fact that they're all on the same team is insane. But, well, they fill up most of the spots for the best hitters in the league. There's Peter, who's still holding on to that, just ever so slightly. Base hit for Green Toad. Here's Green Drybones, runners on first and second. The Fireballs, not in a great position here already, and it's only the bottom of the first. Deep shot from Green Drybones, not gonna make it over. Fielded by Green Noki. Only the second out for the Wilds, and they're up by 1. Scoring 3 so far on 2 separate home runs. And K-Rool looking to add on 3 more. As a deep shot. It's over. I think they've got another. Do they? No, it's fair, but they're going to bring one home anyway. They're going to bring 2 home. Scores 5-2. Wilds. It's not quite over the wall, but just enough. Just enough to bring home 2. Matt, already tired. He's losing that morale fast, and that's going to be a problem for the Fireballs, because Matt is the best pitcher they have out there. They can't get that to recover soon. That's going to be a problem for him and the team throughout the rest of the game. It's only 1 inning. Matt's already not looking great. Pink Beyonta down by 3 here, top of the second for the Fireballs. And that's a diving catch from Blue Critter, shutting that down pretty quickly. Doesn't seem like a change of scenery is going to change much for the Fireballs. Already down by a significant amount. And that's not going to make it to base either. Diving catch from Brown Critter. Here's Yellow Madge. They need to make it on base. That will not happen. 3 quick outs. Fireballs really struggling here today. Unable to get it out of that infield. Suffocating from the Wilds out here. And Matt staring down that rotation once again. It's that anemic outfield that's going to be the end of them, it looks like. Green Critter with a deep drive. That's over. It's another 2 for the Wilds. And it is just a slaughter. This pace, it could be the biggest blowout of the season. And it's already time to switch off pitchers here. Mario. And on his second pitch, he gives up another dinger. Brown Critter taking it to the house. It's not even close. Eight to 2, bottom of the second. And Blue Critter looks like he's got a second one tonight as well. 3 back-to-back home runs from each of the Critters. The game is just falling out of reach for the Fireballs. Nine to 2 now, Donkey Kong. Ready to go. That's going to be elevated up to deep center. And a base hit for the King of the Jungle. That's going to make it up, and another base hit for Green Toad as well. The Fireballs can't seem to do anything out here on defense. It's looking like a rough one for them. Not even brought down by Green Noki, but there's going to be a force out there. That's second. Runners on corners here for K-Rool. And K-Rool takes it to the house, it looks like. Yup, another home run, and tack on another 3 for the Wilds. This game is done. Two innings in, and I feel like we can already say that's the game's over. 12 runs scored in 2 innings. The Wilds on a hot streak. Spiky with a drive up to right, brought down by Matt. That's out 2. 6 runs have been scored already, and it looks like more shall follow till morale improves. Green Critter back up once again, second time this inning. Could be looking for a second home run, too. That won't happen. Out at first. Unfortunate showing here for the Fireballs, getting their asses handed to them. 7 runs given up in the second. Score is 12 to 2. The Wilds steadily on top by a mile. Firebro with a deep drive. It's not going to make it over. That no chem bonus from the Magic Koopas is definitely not going to help him out there and driving deep, especially that deep center wall. They started off strong, the Fireballs, picking up 2 immediately, but their defense has been anemic out there today and unable to stop anything. This looks like it could be second straight inning of nothing for the Fireballs. Again, not looking great out there for them. Mario will at least get a base hit here. Wiggler giving up 4 hits so far. And the Wild's defense has been playing pretty well, especially in the infield. It's that outfield that seems to be a little bit suspicious, but they don't seem to need it much when the fireballs can't seem to hit over those critters. Yup, there it goes. 3 outs. And 2 runners stranded on base. Can't get it past those critters. Their dive is just huge. Fireball still down 10, heading into the bottom of the 3rd. I'm sure they wish there was a mercy rule right now. Here comes another dinger from Brown Critter. 3 home runs tonight. On 3 home runs on 3 plate appearances. Brown Critter. This is stat padding for the Wilds out here. By the end of the night, it looks like they're probably going to have the top 4 hitters in the league. As a deep shot brought down by Green Noki. Blue Critter unable to go 3 for 3. Like Brown Critter before him. Donkey Kong looking for even 1 tonight. He's one of the few big hitters for the Wilds who hasn't gotten anything. Green Toad. And that's gonna be big boomerang catch. Brought down there. Only giving up 1 this inning. The Wilds. Maybe letting their foot off the gas and breathing a little bit. Or at least trying to let the Fireballs feel like they have something here. So they're down 11, top of the 4th. This is an absolute slugfest. A deep shot there from Green Noki. Trying to make it over the wall, but not going to. Pink P. Bad contact's not going to escape the infield, and thrown out at first. No chance there on that. Now the Magis here, they really got to get it over. They really got to get it over the critters there. And it seems like they can't elevate that ball enough to get it up and over. It's going to be a big problem for them if they're unable to do that. Especially as the Wilds are favored to win their conference. This could be bad for them, and it may cost them the Frozen Finale at this rate. Base hit for Green Dry Bones. K-Rool the deep shot outright, and it looks like he's got... He doesn't. It's off the wall. That little big outcropping there on each side. Enough to stop the ball from going over. A base hit for him. Runners on first and second here for Spiky. And that's going to be out at first. Still going to at least advance the runners here. Wiggler. Back at the top of the rotation. 4th time at the plate, and it's the 4th inning. The Wild's just been on fire so far tonight. Up 11. It's 13-2. And that's going to be brought down by Matt, and that big arm of his. That huge fireball from Mario. See if that affects anything. That's going to be brought down by Boomerang Bro. Did they do it? They hauled the Wilds to no runs in the 4th inning. The Fireballs, they're trying. It's not a lot they can do here. They're down 11. Top of the 5th. Not many chances left. That's going deep left. Is that nice! We've got a Magic Koopa home run because apparently nothing matters anymore, and the Fireballs are just gonna start hitting dingers. Here we go! Isn't the Fireballs comeback time yet? We'll see. Big dinger from Yellow Match. You haven't seen a Magic Koopa home run from them since preseason. Pretty impressive. It's finally started to happen. Here comes Fire Bro. Could be looking to take a solo one himself. At least stat pad. After a disastrous first bit of the game. He will not. He is 0 for 2 today at the plate. Despite him being one of the best hitters in the league, he has been unable to crack this Wild's defense. Matt! Going deep to right! He's gonna take a solo home run too! I guess we're hitting the home run derby part of the game, because it looks like both teams are starting to slug deep. Now let's see Mario do it, I guess. I don't think he's hit a home run this season. Let's see him do it. Come on, Mario, you got it. I just want to see everyone on this team score a home run. It's going out to right, not over the wall. He almost got it. It's okay, Mario, you'll get it. You'll get it one of these days. One of these days you'll hit a home run. I believe in you. Here's Red Toad. We've seen Toad hit homers before we've seen Mario hit home runs. Crazy. And he's going for it. Out to right. Just foul. That's gonna elevate it over the Kremlings. We've got a base hit. Or sorry, the Critters. We've got a base hit here. For Red Toad. Boomerang Bro, he needs one tonight. It's over. And through the table. That's gonna bring Mario home. That's right by that leg, by the way. Very, very impressive shot to not get bounced off that leg. Very, very good. Good ball placement on that hit. Green Noki. Score is 13-5. It's gonna be caught out. Pink Pianta. Runners on first and third here for the big man. And that's gonna be a base hit. Gonna bring Red Toad home. Caught in a pickle here! The rundown! He's still caught in it. He's gonna make it back to second. Boomerang Bro, caught in a little bit of a pickle. Barely saves it. One run will score. And here comes the dangerous part, because once Wiggler steps off the plate, we've now got to deal with DK. And DK's arguably a lot harder to hit against. So, Fireballs. The lead's been cut in half. And that's gonna be the end of that. So made it through a whole rotation at least. 2 solo home runs. Big applause for Yellow Madge with a solo home run. I believe that's his first career home run. And then there's the solo home run from Matt, which I believe is also his first career home run. That one's not gonna make it over, so make it to the warning track though. Brought down by Green Noki. Again, this game is a home run derby apparently. Everyone's swinging for the fences, and more often than not, it seems like the Wilds get it, but are they starting to lose out some of that stamina? I don't know. They seem to be struggling a little bit. It's going at... Never mind, I lied. There's another dinger. Blue Critter with their 3rd home run tonight. Out to the right field. Out to left field once again. It is now 14-6. The Wilds up by 8. Bottom of the 5th. Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong, he wants one too, and it looks like he's gonna get it. His first home run of the night. They're now up 9. Again, home run derby, guys. That's what we're playing here today. 15-6. Wilds. Bottom of the 5th. It's a shot out to right. Matt not getting under it. A base hit for Green Toad. It looks like Green Madge is already almost done. Be switching off to Yellow Madge pretty soon, from the looks of things. Blocked by the table, Green Noki. A little bit of trouble getting around it. Base hit for Green Drybones. Got runners on first and third here. For K-Rool, who may want his 2nd home run of the night. He's not gonna get it, but it's gonna go over head of Fire Bro. It's gonna bring one home. Spiky, as Green Madge swaps out for Yellow Madge. 16-6, bottom of the 5th. The Wilds with a commanding lead on a home run derby. Both teams have, I believe, it's something like 10 home runs collectively between the two teams here. Be a quick double play. Wrap up the Wilds stint at the plate. 2 innings left, a hole of 10. Can the Fireballs bring it back? Mind you, both of these teams are at the top of the league. For different reasons, if it isn't obvious. The Fireballs defense has just been anemic out here today, unable to stop anything. And they haven't been able to hit anything over the Kremlings. So it's been a rough one, but Firebro's gonna take at least 1 home run here in garbage time. Stat padding for that home run at the very least. I don't think the Fireballs have much of a shot at making it back here, but at least they're getting something. And it looks like Wiggler is going to step off the mound for Donkey Kong. Matt, who hit his first career home run earlier tonight, could be looking for his second against the Great Ape. He shot up the gap. Base hit for him. He's 3 for 4 tonight. Super Mario. Going up against DK. Second time this season he's gone up against DK. The Wilds had to make a similar pitching decision in their initial game, which they won 16-8. Very, very similar score to what we're seeing right now, in fact. It's elevated up, and on that table, it's going to stall it a little bit longer. Matt is going to make the score exactly what it was the first encounter between these two teams. 16-8 is the score. It's the top of the 6th. Boomerang Bro. He has not had a home run yet tonight, but he really wants it. He's not going to get it with a hit like that, but it's going to go up the middle, load the bases here. Green Noki. This could be a risky play here, because Green Noki has been trying to swing for the fences and has been unsuccessful. Gotten caught in a couple double plays so far. That's a deep ball! And that's not going over. But, very impressive shot there still. Green Noki on a big, big deep bomb. Unable to clear the fence. Will bring one home, though. Pink Pianta. Swinging on that. Strike 1. And that's gonna load the bases, it looks like. No! Red Toad's gonna make a run for it. He's got it. 10-16. I may have lied. The Fireballs may have a chance to bring this game back. They're down 6 now. We'll see. Green Madge. Been unsuccessful so far tonight. 2 outs. Runners on corners. And that's gonna bring Boomerang Bro home. Yellow Madge has hit a home run earlier today. As they're ready at the plate. Got Pink P on second, and Green Madge on first. Wait for the Fireballs. Yellow Madge with a deep bomb out to left. Just barely foul. And that's gonna be caught by Brown Critter. Diving catch there. That'll shut down anything for that. Gonna leave Fire Bro without anyone on base once again. Wiggler, 5th time at the plate tonight. Score is 16-10. Wilds. It's gonna be his 3rd hit. Green Critter with a Wiggler steal back there. They're gonna make it to second. Wiggler wanting that base position there. That's a deep shot from Green Critter. It's gonna be brought down by Green Noki. Brown Critter. Brown Critter with a deep bomb as well. Not gonna clear the fence. Brought down by Matt in right field. It's 2 quick outs on 2 pops. Out to deep. Let's see if Blue Critter, he's got 3 home runs tonight. It's gonna be a little more successful this time. A line drive up to left. That's gonna land. And Wiggler's gonna stay on third, just barely making it back in time. Donkey Kong! And that's a deep bomb. He's gonna remove any of the progress the Fireballs have made. 3 more come home. It is 19-11. And Yellow Madge, his time on the mound is done too. Here comes Green Noki instead. Green Toad not swinging. Gonna swing on that one though. It'll be a base hit for the Wilds. Here comes Green Drybones. 3 for 4 tonight. And that's now 4 for 5. K-Rool, wanting to extend the lead by another 3. He can do so here. Bottom of the 6th, score is 19-11. Wilds. And he will not extend the lead. Forced out at second on a ground ball hit. So, 8 runs is what you need, Fireballs. Can you do it to tie? Firebro. Deep shot up right. It's gonna be a base hit for him. Here comes Matt. He had a home run earlier today. He's 3 for 4 at the plate so far. That's not making it up the gap. It's gonna be a quick double play. Here's Mario. Two outs, 8 runs to score to tie it. And Mario's gonna hit a chip up the gap. 5 for 5 tonight at the plate. Mario's been fairly stable so far. Making it to first base each and every time. He is been at that plate tonight. Red Toad looking to do the same. That won't happen. And the game ends on a hit out to that shortstop. Diving catch there from Blue Critter. Closed the game out 19-11. The Wilds, one of the few teams to win twice against any other team this season. In another 8-run victory overall. 19-11, a little bit of a higher scoring game than last time. A lot more home runs hit, but Fireballs unable to deliver as they fall once again to the Wilds. Let's take it back to the studio for analysis. Just a sec. That's not something you want to see if you're a Fireballs fan. Oh, that says 5. That is not 5. It is 19. Thank you. That is correct. That's not something you want to see if you're a Fireballs fan. However, they've at least punched their ticket already to the postseason. Both of these teams are already going to make it to the postseason. This could be trouble Or, again, if the Fireballs can make it through the postseason, they're probably looking down the barrel at the Wilds at the very end of it all, and they've lost both of their regular season games to them by a run differential of 8. So it's, I don't know, it's not looking good for them, that's for sure. But again, there are some changes to things in the playoffs, so that may help them, that may hurt them. Maybe they need a couple more innings to play to really, a couple more innings of play to really help them come back from these kinds of games. But again, not too sure. Let's say after 7 innings for 2 games, they've been unable to take a game off of the Wilds here. And this means that the 3 teams that have beat the Wilds this season are as follows: the Eggs, the Mussels, and what was the third team that beat the Wilds? It was the Eggs, the Mussels, and I want to say the Flowers, right? Let me find it. Yes, it was the Flowers. So the Eggs, the Mussels, and the Flowers are the only teams to have beaten the Wilds this season. The Fireballs will not be able to say that they have. This pretty firmly puts them not above the Wilds when it comes to overall in the league. Arguably, depending on if they can beat the Flowers, then they may be the 3rd best team in the league. It's... Oh yeah, another interesting tangent. The Wilds now have a 100 run, have a plus 100 run differential. So with this game, oh boy, that's not something you want to say that you gave to the Wilds. Rough one here for Fireballs and Fireballs fans. But unfortunately, sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. However, got one more game for you on the docket tonight. Looking at Flowers Rookies. We'll be back with you in just a few. Stay tuned. Welcome back to our final game of the night. This is game number 5. We're looking at Flowers versus Rookies. Now, the Flowers are pretty stably in a playoff position here. The Rookies, on the other hand, on the outside looking in. They really want to make something happen here tonight. To get them into the playoffs just at all. They're a little bit struggling. They are on a 3-game losing streak right now. And they're playing at home, which they tend to not do pretty well in. So again, another team with home field disadvantage. Keeps happening, I don't know how. But yeah, the Flowers out here, pretty solid overall. They're currently in the second position at 9-5, and the Rookies are down at 4-9-1. Yes, they are one of the 2 accursed teams to have brought this league a tie. It is a terrible occurrence, and I believe that the reason why they aren't winning is because they're being punished for their crimes of committing a tie in the game of baseball, which should not ever happen under any circumstances. Anyway, the prediction has been open and closed. Why don't we take you down to the field in just a moment so we can start our final game of the night. Looking at Flowers versus Rookies. Take you down to the toy room. Up first, we've got Daisy for the Flowers. Let's see how this works for them. One of the biggest fields in, or one of the biggest stadiums in the league. Something that promotes shutdown infields. And heavily influences base running over anything else. And it looks like Birdo's just gonna hit a dinger right here, right now. And put the Flowers up too, immediately. Big shot there from Birdo. Huge home run. Put them up early. Flowers, 2-0. It's not what you like to see if you're the Rookies right out of the gate. 2 batters in, they've already scored 2. And Toadette. 3rd hit of the game. Blue Toad faking a bunt, potentially. Trying to bunt. There's a bunt. They're not going to make it to first. They will advance. They will advance Toadette, though, to second. Here comes John Base. And the arguably anemic knee core of the Flowers this season. It's not been good for them. And that's going to be tagged out at 3rd. The double play there will wrap the Flowers opening inning at 2-0. Pretty solid start. Here come the Rookies. And a diving catch from Dixie Kong is going to shut down that first hit from Sands. Blue Dragons. Blue Drybones with a deep bomb to center. Shut down by Toadette. Big buddy jump there from Blue Toad and Toadette. It's gonna be enough. Hold them at bay. Sans A. Line drive upright, brought down by Blue Noki. And after one, it's 2-0, Flowers. Jana up to bat. And that's going to be a base hit for her. Solid shot out to shallow right. Blue Shy Guy. And Bowser Jr. paintball coming in. Helping out the rookies here. That's going to be a poor ground ball. Fielded by Sans for double play. Blue Noki. Line drive out left. A base hit. Here comes Dixie Kong, bottom of the rotation for the Flowers. Up to center. Caught by Sans. It's 2-0. Bottom of the second for the rookies. Sans B. And there's that pop fly brought down by Daisy. No, we don't get to post the image tonight, it seems. Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. with a slap hit. It's going to be brought down by Dixie Kong. Out 2. Here comes Sans C. Sans C with a drive up to center field. And that'll be the first base hit for the rookies tonight. Bad contact on that hit. It's gonna be thrown out at first. And the Flowers will be back on the plate. Score is 2-0 after 2. Flowers, early lead. At the top of the rotation here is Daisy. Daisy with a line drive brought down by Sans. Erdo hit a home run earlier. And that's not going to make it over, but it is going to make it to the wall. Base hit. Here's Toadette. Toadette, that's going to be brought down by Sans, and a quick double play will close out the Flowers' third inning. Sans E is ready to go. Followed by Sans G and Sans F. Sans E with a shot up the middle. That will be your first base hit. Sans G. Brought down by Dixie. Quick double play. Wiping the bases clear. Comes that star pitch from Daisy. Pretty dangerous star pitch. Especially when we don't have any error items. Post the image, chat. Here we go. It's another pop fly, not fielded by Daisy. This time, Blue Shy Guy will take control of it. Bring it down. That's the third inning done. This game's moving at a rocket pace here. As most games on the, in this stadium do. The playroom. Very quick matches here, because it just seems to be a lot of easy outs. That'll be a base hit for Blue Toad. John base at the plate. Hoping to make it 2 base. Here he comes. Swinging, hitting up the gap. That's going to be a base hit for John. Base. Here's Jana. Runners on first and second here. Swing on that paintball. Strike one. Bowser Jr. looking back, trying to pick off Blue Toad. Toad a little bit too fast for him. That's going to make it over the head of Sans. And the bases are loaded here for Blue Shy Guy. And Bowser Jr. looks like they're about to take off from the mound. Here comes Sans E. And that's going to be a quick double play. However, Blue Toad will score. Here's Blue Noki. John base there on third. Blue Noki elevated it up. Brought down by Sans. Blue Dry Bones up for the rookies. Score is 3-0, bottom of the fourth. Rookies need to start doing something out here. Having a little bit of issues on that. This is only their third hit so far of the game. And Daisy's tired. How apropos. She's only given up 3 hits so far in 3 innings, so, I mean, Daisy's been pretty solid on the mound, all things considered. A bad contact hit from Sans A is gonna get him out at first. Here's Sans B, 1 out. Blue Dry Bones on second. Not gonna swing on that. Daisy gonna pitch another star pitch. That one's gonna be swung on. Brought down by Blue Shy Guy. Post the image, chat. Bowser Jr. And Daisy looks like she's ready to hand off to Birdo. Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. the big pop fly. And that's going fair. First run brought home by the rookies today on a double from Bowser Jr. Sans C. 2 outs. Looking at a runner on second. And they're not going to make it to first. That'll wrap the inning. That'll wrap up the 4th inning. 3-1 is our score heading into the 5th. Flowers up by 2. Dixie Kong. Gonna elevate it up through that gap. Take a base hit there. Here comes Daisy. 1 hit tonight on 2 appearances. She's looking to go 2 and 3 so far. That's a deep shot out to the left. Significantly over the foul line. But the power is there. She could do it. It's a line drive out left. A base hit. Birdo. She, on her first hit of the game, she got a home run. She's looking for another. And that's not quite going to happen, but she will bring home 1 in an RBI double. Toadette. Also 1 for 2 tonight. Looking to make it 2 for 3. Runners on second and third. No outs. That's going to make it over. And that will load the bases here for Blue Toad. I believe we've seen Blue Toad hit home runs so far this season. He may be going for one. No, he will not. It's going to be a chip shot up to center. keep the bases loaded. 1 run scoring. Daisy making a dash home. She'll touch up. And it's 5-1. Flowers. Here comes John Base. The legendary triple play. No, it's a double. They will get another one home, though. Jenna. Up that gap. A base for her. And another run batted in. Score is 7-1. Flowers. Top of the 5th. Blue Shy Guy with a bomb out to left. Ever so slightly foul. Just barely. On the wrong side of that. On the wrong side of that line. It's gonna land. A base hit for Blue Shy Guy. First one of the night. Blue Noki. Looking to get their second hit tonight. Swinging strike 2. Blue Shy Guy on first, Jenna on second. That's gonna go up the gap once again. Bases will be loaded. Here comes Dixie Kong. Dixie Kong could put this away. She wants a grand slam. Could definitely happen for her. Don't know if she's gonna feel like she can make it over that fence. It doesn't look like it. It's gonna be grabbed for an out, leaving the bases loaded. 4 scored here for the Flowers in the top of the 5th. The Rookies down by 6. They need to make some moves here. See what they can do. Here's Sans D. Guaranteed strike 1. Swinging strike 2. And that's lifted up to right. And a home run for the Rookies. Solo homer from Sans D to help cut that lead. Here's Sans E. Swinging on that, guaranteed strike there. And that'll be a base hit for Sans E. Here comes Sans G. The score is 7-2, bottom of the 5th. Fielded by Birdo. Quick double play. Here's Sans F. The Rookies at least blocking away from this inning with 1 point more. Let's see if they can do more than just 1. Base hit for Sans F. Here comes Blue Dry Bones. We've seen him try a swing for the fences, but a little unsuccessful as last time. At Boo, help hide that ball. And it'll be a double. Sans A could be looking to bring 2 home here. If he wants to go deep. He's going to bring 1 home at the very least. Base hit for him, an RBI. Here comes Sans B with runners on corners. Let's see what his move is. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th, down by 4. Bobbled by Blue Shy Guy. That's going to bring 1 home. 7-4. The Rookies starting a comeback here. Slowly snowballing, bringing home some runs. Let's see if it's going to be enough to bring back the game from the Flowers. Held a dominant lead through the entire game so far. It's bottom of the 5th. Score, once again, 7-4. Big deep shot there from Bowser Jr. It's going very foul right. And will be a base hit here. They're going to try and make it home. And it looks like he will. 5-7. The Rookie's only down 2 now. Really bringing it back here. Here's Sans C. Runners on first and second, and Birdo's looking tired. Caught for an out there. Blue Shy Guy. Big jumping catch. Helping them escape the inning. Here comes Daisy. And Sans E looking ready to switch off. Here's Sans F instead. Daisy with a deep drive. It's not going to be deep enough. Not even making it to the warning track as it's caught out. It's deep center field. Birdo. Is she gonna try one too? It's a line drive outright, caught by Bowser Jr. Out 2. Flowers are up by 2 here. That's gonna be a quick third out. Very quick inning for the Flowers. Unable to put up anything more. So we head into bottom of the 6th here for the Rookies. They're down 2. They need 2 to tie. 3 would put them in the lead. Sans D. Up the gap. Base hit. And Birdo, tired out there on the mound. Only pitched 1 in the 3rd inning. And that's gonna be a quick double play. There's her full 2. Can she hold on? Swinging for strike 1, Sans G. And that's going up the gap. Toadette unable to get under it. Base hit. Here comes Sans F and Birdo. Deciding it's time to toss it over to Dixie. See what she can do at the mound. And 3rd pitcher out here for the Flowers and the Rookies. Both these teams have needed to call in a 3rd pitcher so far this game. Base hit for Sans F. It's a double. And they're gonna try and steal home! They're trying to steal home! They're trying to steal home! They're doing it again! Holy shit, they're gonna make it home! The first bunt to ever work in PBA history! Blue Drybones with a bunt that brought home Sans. That's crazy. Of course it'd be the Rookies who managed to figure out how to bunt. It's gonna be an out. I don't know, it seems apropos of nothing else that the the Rookies were the first one to figure out how to get a bunt home. Congratulations. Congratulations, Rookies. You've done it. First successful bunt in PBA history. Clip that real quick. We Toad with a base hit and John Base playing in a double play here. Flowers are up by 1 here. It's 7-6. Top of the 7th. 2 outs. They've got 1 more chance to try and put some more points on the board, and it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. The Rookies only down 1. It's a close one here in the playroom. And that's going to be a base hit for Sans B. Solid shot up to center field. Here comes Bowser Jr. A home run from him would spell the end of the game. Big walk-off home run is possible from him. So he's going to take a base hit here. I think they're going to try and snowball their way to a victory. Here's Sans C. No outs on the docket. Bottom of the 7th, down by 1. Tying run on 2nd. Tying run now making it to 3rd. We've got bases loaded here. That winning run there on 2nd. All they need is a double to win the game. They've got no outs. Swinging strike 1, Sans D. Sans D's hit a home run earlier today. Lifted up. Noki not able to get to it. They're gonna bring 1 home. Game's tied. It looks like the rookies may have just won this game. They've at least brought it to extras. But, again, we're not out of the woodworks yet. Sans E needs 1 to finish it off. And they're gonna get him out at first and at home. Double play. They've still got that winning run there on 3rd. Gotta be careful here. Can't give up a hit. Or else the Flowers will lose the game, and it looks like they will. That's the game. The Rookies winning in 7. 8-7. A walk-off there. Very, very solid win for the Rookies. Coming from behind, managed to recover, and they're breaking their 3-game losing streak with a win here tonight. Let's take you back to the studio in just a sec for our final analysis of the games tonight. Well, here we are after game 15 of the Platinum Baseball Association's inaugural season. Had some interesting games out here tonight. Rookies, in this case, walking away with a very, very interesting win. Overall, we are looking at the Knights taking a surprising win at home over the Monkeys early on. It was a 3-2 game. Following that up, we had the Monsters with a sizable win over the Muscles, 6-1. We had an Eggs team almost come back from the brink in a 5-4 loss against the Monarchs. We had a home run derby of a game that was never going in the Fireball's favor at 19-11. The Wilds taking that. And we've had this game that just happened, the Rookies with a come-from-behind victory, 8-7 at home. So again, pretty interesting, all things considered, but however, it looks like we do have some teams that have just outright been eliminated from playoff contention today. So, with a Monsters win tonight, right? Because, yeah, the Monsters won and the Monkeys lost. So, with a Monsters win and 3 games left, they're now at 9. So we can officially say that both the Monkeys and the Eggs tonight have been eliminated from playoff contention, which means there is only one team that would not be able to, or that would be able to get into the playoffs that aren't currently in. And that would be that would be the Rookies. Let me double check this real quick and make sure I'm not looking at this wrong. So yeah, the Rookies now at 5. The Muscles lost 2 games behind. Yeah, they can still make it in. I think this means the Monarchs, with a win today, have secured themselves in the playoffs. This also means that Hillcrest has been decided already. 3 games left in the season, and one conference is just done. So, Very, very interesting. It looks like the Monsters have secured themselves a spot, and the Flowers have secured themselves a spot, even with a loss here. So, yeah, if we were to quickly go take a look at our overall playoff picture, kind of crazy already. we've seen that we've already got playoffs locked in here. Again, it's not fully updated. I just wanted to show real quick who is clinched and who has been eliminated. And as you can see, that right column there, the Hillcrest Conference has basically just been locked in with the results of tonight's games. Again, this graph isn't fully up to date, and I will double check the math, but from the looks of things, the Rookies may be the only team that could make it in at this point in time. It's not looking good for it's not looking good for them, but they seem like they're the only ones that have a chance of making it in now. The Monkeys and the Eggs have been statistically eliminated from playoff contention. We've still got 3 games left in the season. The Wilds wanting to really hold on to that top spot. Same with the Fireballs. Both of them wanting to lock in for that first round bye, which could be huge for them. Especially because that means they may not choke that wild card round, which could be huge. They really don't want to be choking that. Especially the Fireballs. We've seen them be super inconsistent, and they could lose 2 consecutive games and just blow it. But, yeah. Overall, the Wilds now 11-4. The Fireballs 11-4. The Wilds 12-3. Still top 2 teams in the league. But after that last performance for the Fireballs, don't know how long that's going to stand. Don't know how far they're going to make it in the playoffs at this rate. But with all that said and done, I'd like you all to join us on Wednesday night for the final week of play in the regular season. Yeah, that's it. Only 3 games left in the regular season, and then it's postseason time. We already have, again, if I pull up this graph one final time, we already have 4 out of our 6 spots locked in. It's a race between the Monarchs, Muscles, and Rookies to see who takes the final 2 playoff spots. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to Sunday Night Baseball. I've been your host, Jana Soul. I will see you on Wednesday with more of the Platinum Baseball Association. Have a lovely night and take care.